So we've just celebrated the World Mental Health Day last week on October 10th. And the theme for this year is mental health at work. I thought mental health is an everyday journey for those of us living with a mental health illness. And the conversations on mental health can't just be reserved for one day in a year when we commemorate this day. I'm going to share 5 ways that has helped me stay on top of my mental health wellness as I journey through life as someone who lives with a mental health illness. And all of this I'm going to share, it costs you nothing to implement it from today. The first one being create a mental health routine. Just like brushing your teeth or going on a journey to start exercising for weight loss, mental health needs regular care. So create a mental health care routine that is easy for you to stick to. 5 minutes of this to start your day, it will do wonders for your mental health. When you look back 3 months from now, if you started today, your mental health state will be looking different than if you continue doing what you are doing. So try starting with few minutes of meditating, and maybe end your day with journaling. These things might seem small, but when applied consistently, they will make a huge difference in how you feel and your outlook on life. The second thing that also has helped me is to check in with yourself. Answer questions like, how am I feeling today? How has my week been? You can go through various aspects of your life, your family life, your relationships, your work, and how maybe you had a conversation with your HR or your boss. Sit with that and ask yourself how you feel about that, especially after, say, it happened in the morning and it's the end of the day. Check in with yourself to see, how do I feel about that conversation? Because sometimes we get so caught up in work and everyday life that we don't even realize how we are feeling about things or situations. So teach yourself to listen to your feelings so you can be able to tell when you have been sitting with the same uncomfortable feeling for a while. Oftentimes, exhaustion masquerades as depression. So, if we are not in tune with our feelings, we will easily mistake exhaustion for depression. Meanwhile, all you need is a good, uninterrupted rest away from work and all the other interruptions that you get. So, check in with yourself and know how you are feeling. So, you may get to a point where you are like, you will realize how to move on from that feeling. If you need to do it every day, do it every day. I've been there where I've kept a mental health journal for daily and had daily entries on the journal. And it worked and it helped me to actually be mindful and aware of where I'm at and what's going on around me and with my emotions. The third thing will be to stay connected. Because whether you're working from home, in the office, or run your own business, you can always find ways to stay connected with the people that are in your circles. Join new networking circles so you can meet people you want to associate with. And having a community and staying connected is key to mental health wellness. So speak to a friend or a loved one, speak to your colleague, join a support group online or in your neighborhood if you need to. Because sometimes just having someone to talk to makes a huge difference. But bear in mind that I'm not saying this should replace a therapist if you need to see someone professionally. I'm just sharing tips and things that you can do that cost nothing. Speaking to someone or having someone you can talk to or a community you can plug into, it's a reminder that you are not alone on your journey. There are people all over the world going through the same thing or who have gone through the same thing and have come out on the other end better. So even when things feel tough and bleak, speaking to someone can give you a different perspective and helping you see that your situation does not have to be the end of you. And of course, you know yourself and what works for you and your situation. I personally had never been somebody who uh, go deep into personal conversations with colleagues when I had an office job. But part of that has always been that I've got a great connection with family and friends, great community of my local church where we have socials, and just do activities that keeps us connected. And I feel like I've always had an online community going, or some membership going, be it a book club or an official support group, where when I had cancer, or when I went through early menopause, I had like a menopause group going that I was attending. I have had a support group for cancer patients or cancer survivors. So know what works for you and seek those connections, and ensure that you are not going through it alone. A lot of these communities are free to join. But don't underestimate the power of connecting with people in the same situation as you, who under normal circumstances you would not have been able to connect with had you not gone through what you're going through right now. And the fourth thing will be to set realistic goals for how you want to take care of yourself. What I mean about that is, we all know that any form of exercise is good for your mental health. So if you're deciding, I'm going to start exercising for my mental health, don't start by saying, oh, depending on where you are starting, but don't start by, I'm going to run 10Ks every weekend, or I'm gonna run every morning before I go to work. Because sometimes when you are down and out mentally, you can't even brush your teeth. Brushing your teeth is a chore. Getting out of bed is a chore. Taking a shower is a chore. So those are the moments where you need to break down your self-care routine. If for you physical activity normally means a run, a 5 kilometer run, take a small walk just to the gate. There were days where just walk, for me, leaving my bedroom and walk to the main door was just an achievement. So set a small, set goals that you are able to break down when the need arises. There was a time where I used to walk like maybe 3 kilometers a day in every afternoon or every morning. And I decided, and then there were days when my mental health was down in the dumps. I would literally decide that the only thing I'm going to do today is get out of the house up to the main gate of the complex where I lived. And if I had done that, I will tell myself I've achieved something. I got out of the house and got fresh air from outside. I probably got a little bit of sun as well, instead of being locked in the whole time. So think of how you can break down your goals should you need to. And this can also help you if you are starting out, that you start with setting a smaller goal that you know you will be able to achieve. If you work from home, for instance, and all you do is get out of your bed and sit on the chair and work, set a goal to walk 500 meters and back. That's a kilometer. If for you that 500 meters is to your corner store, do that and come back. Because achieving small goals boost your confidence and keep stress in check. Another thing I used to do was to do a reverse to-do list, where I will not do a list. Once I have achieved something, I put it on a list. I will have like, I had one of those fridge magnet notebooks where, say, for instance, I've done my laundry for this week. I'll write laundry is done. If today I took a shower, I will write that down, because there are days where even just taking a shower or taking care of myself is just a lot of work to achieve. So if for you it means today you write down that you brushed your teeth and you give yourself a pat on the back, do that, because you did achieve something. Living with a mental health illness is not a joke. Small victories count. And remember, there is no one size fits all. So how you break down your goals, it has to work for you. And the last point is really to prioritize self-care. This point, I can't stress it enough, because if you are not taking care of yourself, how then are people in your life and your community going to know how to show up for you? Because self-care, it's you showing up for yourself. Say, for instance, part of your self-care routine is that every Saturday afternoon you switch off your phone and go walking out in nature. Do that and enjoy it. Knowing how to take care of yourself also teaches your community how they can show up for you. Say, for instance, one of the things that helps you with your own self-care is just spending time alone, and you are a single mom. If you don't communicate that to your community, you will never then get, how then will you get your friends or family volunteering to just take the kids away from you for an afternoon so you can have that quiet time to yourself? So have a self-care routine, know what self-care tips work for you, and communicate them with your community so they may be able to show up for you when you need to. Because the worst thing is having your loved ones trying to help you only to find that them helping you is becoming a burden for you, because now you must manage that and all and everything that comes with it. So make time for activities that helps you recharge or feel energized, depending based on whatever your need is. Make time for those activities, whether it's reading a book or just enjoying some quiet time. Whatever it is that speaks to self-care for you, know what that is and make time to do that. And another important thing that links to self-care is really prioritizing your sleep. And even 5 minutes of doing something that you love can help reset your energy and improve your mood. So there you have it. 5 ways to take care of your mental health every day that cost you nothing. And remember, mental health care is not something we should only focus on once a year. It's an everyday thing. The more we take small, consistent step into taking care of our minds, the more resilience, balance we show up in our spaces, be it at home or at work. Let me know in the comments below what you do to support your mental health on a daily basis and what works for you, or if you've tried some of the things I've mentioned here and how they're working for you. And as usual, please remember to share the content with someone you think it will resonate with. Like the video if it resonates with you, and subscribe so you know when the next upload is up. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye.